a very warm welcome to another episode of Barmy on TV. Well, another loss and another wicket that we shan't spend too much time talking about, Chris.
What a missed opportunity for the game on terrestrial TV over the weekend at a good hour to not get the airtime it deserved, but oh well.
Yeah, oh well. Well, we're going to talk all the fun things of cricket as well. And, well, let's get straight into the programme, shall we? And coming up on the show, a feast of fast bowling as we speak to England frontman Jofra Archer and pitch him with your questions that you asked us on social media on hashtag AskJoff.
Then we'll hear from the newly appointed fast bowling coach at the ECB, that's John Lewis, about his future plans.
All that and another belted chorus corner and Battle of the Armies to look forward to.
So, Jofra, welcome to Barmy Army TV. Thank you so much for coming on. We've put a little bit of a tweet out and an Instagram feed out, Ask Jofra, and yeah, you've all loved it and got involved. First one from Mark on Twitter. Jofra, he says, my son wears the same number as you for his football team. You're his favourite player, and he was just wondering, is there any reason that you wear the number 22?
Well, back in the day, I was quite fond of Grayson together, and when I did me and my debut for Sussex, they asked me what number I wanted. I asked them what was available. So there was 20, 22. There were a few numbers, but from the moment you said 22, I said I'd take 22, and that was it.
Next question from Daniel Hughes. Has Rooty ever been tempted by the left arm orthodox, especially at the moment in India?
Nah, they haven't been required as yet. I've been bowling them in the nets, but I haven't been required as yet. I mean, if there's anywhere in the world you're going to bowl it, you're probably going to get to bowl them here.
Have you taken any wickets in the nets with it?
Nah, I turned Zach around a couple of times, but actually, I think I got a result in Chennai. Nah, yeah.
Seriously?
Yes. And I destroyed TC in South Africa with them.
Well,
Destroyed. Well, I don't remember that.
Brilliant. So the next question from the Sticky Wickets podcast, great podcast, you should listen to it. Have you ever used your World Cup medal for something it's not meant for?
Nah, actually, I lost it for like 2 weeks after bringing it home. So I moved house straight away, and could not find it.
Were you sweating for 2 weeks when you lost your World Cup winners medal?
Yeah, I'd look back and I sent you the tweet. I look back and see if I can find it, but I had it hanging. So I got a portrait. Someone did a portrait of the World Cup, like with me bowling. So I hung the medal on that. So obviously, when the movers came to move the picture, move the medal, I honestly did not know where it was for a good 2 to 3 weeks, and it was in my, not my bedside table, but the other one, and I don't ever go in that one. So they turned the house upside down for 2 weeks till it was driving me mad, and then I can't remember what drove me to going into the other bedside table, but I just went in there and it was finally relaxed.
There it was.
Yeah.
Oh my word. Right, okay, we'll move on from that because it's making me stressed out, Joff, actually. Another one. We've had so many questions. We've had like a ridiculous amount of questions for you, but we had over 50 questions about your Xbox playing. Mm-hmm. Look, firstly as well, we do something called Shocker of the Week here on Barmy Army TV. Last week, it was your Wi-Fi connection, but I've noticed now that the hotel that you stayed in did provide you with a little Wi-Fi box. Is it working all right, buddy?
Oh yeah, it's better. They gave us all one for like personal routers. So, geez, I haven't there about 12 of them, 12, maybe more actually. But just the guys that are gaming, they have it in their rooms.
Brilliant quality. And then we've had another question, obviously, about Warzone. How competitive does it get, especially between England players when you're stuck in your hotel rooms?
Very. I swore at Jerry last night, like actual swear words and stuff, because he caused us all to die. I think his mic was on mute. I really hope it was on mute and didn't hear me, because it was a bit behind it, a bit frustrated as well. It was like 1 a.m. and he literally had no reason to be up. But yeah, very competitive.
Amazing.
So good. Patrick Hall asks, what was going through your head when you were bowling the super over? I can imagine quite a lot of things.
Actually, not a lot, to be honest. I was blank, to be honest. Couldn't even hear. Well, after the six, after Nisha hit the six, I couldn't really hear anything in the crowd anymore, to be honest.
What was it like when you bowled that last ball though and you won? Did you start hearing everything then?
I didn't know that we won because obviously I was at the non-strikers end, and from where I was standing, it looked like he made his ground. So I didn't really know if he actually looked up. So when we saw the replay, we see that he wasn't even in the frame. Then everyone then started. But Josh knew straight away, but I didn't want to celebrate. Then he did make his ground, and then he looked like a wally. So
like a wally, I like that. A few people are asking this question as well. If you weren't a cricketer, what would you be doing for a living instead, Joff?
Probably a professional footballer.
Nice. Just probably.
Oh yeah, definitely try.
Would you? Who do you support?
United.
Last question on the Q&A from Conrad Ramsey. Who's got the worst gear in the wardrobe in the England team?
Tom Curry, 100%.
Really?
100%.
That was very conclusive. We've heard rumours that Zach Crawley's got pretty stinking gear as well, but.
Well, that's the thing. Like the bubble, you're excused in the bubble, to be honest. Like it doesn't make sense bringing your number one. Say, okay, you're never gonna wear. But when we were out and about, TC, 100%.
TC, love it.
Why is it just like really out there clobber, or what is it? You know,
I think he goes a little bit too hard, to be honest.
Quality.
Sorry, just a question from me. What was it like playing in front of the Barmy Army for the first time? Can you remember it? Can you remember playing with what it's like playing with the England fans?
The first time when Ireland actually when they debuted and they started singing, I actually didn't know they were there because the flag wasn't out. It was cold and it was wet, so it took a little bit of time to get set up. So when they actually got set up, I was already facing, they were behind me, so I didn't know. And then they just started the little stuff way to see. But then they've been great support ever since. Like they're back in England, South Africa, they've just been great support.
Hey, Joff, thanks so much for coming on, talking to us on Barmy Army TV. Really appreciate it, bud.
No worries, guys.
One big name in the pace bowling stakes to another. We've got John Lewis with us on Barmy Army TV, who's been appointed as the elite pace bowling coach for the ECB. John, thanks for joining us. I mean, look, you've been around the England side a while, I suppose, but nice to get yourself sort of cemented in and looking forward to a really big year ahead, I suppose.
It's a huge year ahead. Obviously, the guys are finishing off this series out in India soon, and then the one-day series as well with the T20s and the big summer in England against India again, and then the T20 World Cup and the Ashes. What a great time to come on board and be involved with an England cricket team that's performing well across all formats. So I would say I'd probably got a group of 20 to maybe 20 bowlers around the country that I've got a close eye on, and then maybe another 15 outside that I've got an eye on, and then some that are in the under-19s. I'm thinking right further down the line in 4 or 5 years' time, I can get those guys through. So I'm sort of got 3 different sections of players to look after. You know, the counties play a really important role within the English cricket system, and my role will be to work with them to help produce players for England.
Have you got any time off now you've just returned from India? A couple of days off to do anything around the house?
I had the power washer out today, lads. I've caused havoc in the garden. The house is looking clean, but I reckon I've caused about £2,000 worth of damage with it. But you've been away. I've got a long list of stuff to do around the house. So I need to crack on, lads, to be honest.
We'll leave you to it, John. Thanks so much for coming on Barmy Army TV, and good luck with your busy few months ahead.
First one we're going to start with is the Legend of the Week, and that is a good friend of the Barmy Army. It's Corey Mckernan, ex-AFL star, quite a big celeb over in Melbourne in Australia where he's from. He started Walk With Me Online, a hashtag on Twitter, which is essentially walks in the morning out in Australia, raising awareness for mental health in what is such a difficult period for people. And I'm delighted to say that at the Barmy Army, we're going to join him on those walks on Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. UK time. You can find it on #WalkWithMeOnline on Twitter.
Looks brilliant. He's our legend of the week here on Armchair Fan Zone. And now it's time for Shocker of the Week.
I can't wait to get you to the Gabrash. Tell you what.
So yeah, Shocker of the Week this week. A lot of people sharing this video with us on social media, as many of you were during the test matches. This is a video of the supposed pitch for the final test. Take a look. Chris, I'm not sure the roller will do much on that deck.
No, I'm not sure it will, other than potentially fall through and drown. But it's amazing to see, isn't it? People wearing ice skates in Holland with a cricket set. There's so many other things they could be doing on there, but cricket on an ice rink or a river frozen over in Holland, what a great thing for the game to see it's doing so well over in Holland.
Yeah, makes perfect sense to me. Now then, the Battle of the Armies series is very delicately poised indeed. The Barmy Army are currently leading the Barrett Army 2-1. That was after Rayan's victory for India last week.
And with only a few battles left, we've got the Battle of the Brains this week. We'll explain the game in a second, but we'll welcome Max, representing the Barmy Army. Max, welcome. How are you feeling?
Yeah, not bad. Bit nervous, but hopefully perform better than England did the other day. So.
Good man, good man. Well, we're not going to quiz you on spin bowling or wickets or selections, so don't worry about that.
Yeah, cheers.
We'll explain the rules to you in just a second, but we've got to introduce the Barrett Army representative all the way from Delhi. We've got Gurkarat Singh Gill. Gurkarat, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. As you see, I'm still wearing the pink turban because I'm still in the flavor of the pink ball test. Would have loved that test match would have loved for that test match to last longer, but it's okay. A win is a win. You take it and you move forward.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, look, this week's game is a 5-second rule game. So you've got to take it in turns. You'll be given a category. And then, as the name suggests, you've got 5 seconds to name 3 things from that category for a point. And there's going to be 3 categories each. And if we need to, we can go to sudden death for a little tiebreaker as well. So, Chris, are you going to start things off with Gurkarat?
I hope we don't have a boundary rule to decide the tiebreaker if we reach there.
Don't you start saying that. A win's a win. We'll take it.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
We're going to start with you. The first thing you've got to do for me is a question to our Indian supporter. The question is, can you name 3 current Indian Test centurions? Go.
Virat Kohli, Cheteshwar Pujara, Ajinkya Rahane.
Wow. Smashed it, by the way, Gurkarat. Brilliant. Very good effort. Okay, right then, Max. Are you ready, buddy?
Yeah, no pressure now. Jeez.
Okay, now then, question for you, Max, representing the Barmy Army is, name 3 test match venues in the UK.
Lord's, Oval, Trent Bridge.
Oh, not even a second, I don't think.
Very solid indeed. Love it.
Now, round 2, going straight into it. We throw it back to our Indian representative. We're going to ask you, can you name 3 IPL teams?
Sunrisers Hyderabad, Delhi Capitals, Mumbai Indians.
Oh, too easy. Too easy, these questions.
Wow. Okay. A full house so far. Max, your question is, name 3 years that England have won an Ashes series.
Oh, God. Shocking. 09?
Oh,
shocking.
Out of time.
I should have thought about that.
Can I answer this?
Yeah, he probably knows it.
It's a tough one.
2005,
05.
2009, and the 2011 one in Australia.
Hey, there we are.
Wow.
My only
England questions as well.
I went to Australia to watch us lose 5-0, so that's my memories are pretty shocking.
Should have gone for the next one.
They're always the best ones, the big losses. Right, round 3, and now we are going back to our Indian representative. Can you name 3 recognised tournaments that India have won?
ICC World Cup, World T20, Border Gavaskar Trophy, Asia Cup.
Ooh, I'm not sure. We can do the Border Gavaskar Trophy. So the ones that we had written down, Gurkharat, were Cricket World Cup, which you got, World T20, which you got, Champions Trophy, the World Championship, or the Asia Cup. You could have
But
had.
I said the Asia Cup. You didn't
Did you
say
have the Asia
ICC.
Cup?
You didn't say the ICC.
Yeah.
Oh, you're getting a lot of reviews there, Gurkharat.
Producer Chuck has dismissed that.
Yeah.
Sorry, and he is the law. He is the Barmy Army ICC, and he has dismissed that as a legitimate answer. I'm very sorry, Gurkharat. But now we are going to our Indian representative, Greggy.
Okay, Max, are you ready? I want you to name, when we have the 5-second timer ready, we do. Okay, I want you to name 3 England players to take a Test cricket 5-wicket haul.
Root, Broad, and Jimmy. And
Wow, I love the way that you started with Root, by the way.
I mean, it's the best 5 you've ever seen.
Right, well, with the scores delicately poised, we're going to go into the tiebreaker.
Gurkharat, you have 5 seconds to name as many England players in the current Test squad as you can. Go.
Okay. Root, Lawrence, Sibley, Stokes, Foakes, Anderson, Broad, Leach.
Right, there we go. We're out. I think that was 5, wasn't it? 5. I made that. That was a good effort. Very good effort indeed.
Very good effort.
So 5 to beat Max, and you can sort of go for glory here. Go for glory. Your 5 seconds are ready. Yeah. And you've got 5 seconds to name as many India players in the current Test squad as you can. Go.
Kohli, Sharma, Bumrah, Sundar, Ali. No, Patel, is it?
I think
was that 5?
I think we're on 4. So,
no. Who is the
Gurkharat? Well done, my friend. You've won victory for the Bharat Army on this week's Battle of the Armies. Well done, my friend.
Gurkharat.
And may I add, by the barest of margins, as that
Fantastic.
And now it's time for Chorus Corner, my favourite segment, I think, of Barmy Army TV. And it welcomes on Mr. Adam Canning himself. Ads, how are we feeling?
Good, mate. Raring to go for the 4th Test. Looking forward to it.
Good man. And what have you got for us today? Anything special?
2, our mate Jack is back. Jack's back. So you might remember him from a few weeks ago with his version of Stokesy and the Boys. Well, he's back with his latest edition, song 2 on the album. It's Crawley Tales.
I never thought it would happen for the batsman from South London. They called him Creepy Crawley. He made a double century when he dialed out the smashing, the slug sweeps and other passions. We said you are on number 3. Perhaps he said, maybe. Moved into the top order. Hit drives like Alan Border, the serial run scorer, and down the pitch marauder. The locals said they'd seen me, the best of Canterbury. No longer dream of Rob Key, but England's Creepy Crawley. He batted through the winter, was tough against the spinners. Turi did his wristing, and Ritty really missed him. We'll get him to Australia, we'll get him to the Gabba. We'll let him take a stab at the Aussie shitty pattern.
That is absolutely out of this world, that.
It is, isn't it? He's taken it up a notch there, hasn't he, lads?
Ads, thanks so much, pal. And how can people get in touch with some of their inventions?
All the usuals, mate. Social, DM, Instagram, Twitter, info@barmyarmy.com. Keep them coming. Up the lads.
Thank you, everyone, for watching another episode of Barmy Army TV. Please make sure you click that subscribe button and make sure you sign up to our channel so you can see everything that we're doing. And that's it for all from today. All that's left to say is, fingers crossed we win the next Test match.
Come on, England.